So before I start talking about the main theme of this video, there's spoilers up ahead if you haven't watched the Umbrella Academy 1 or Season 2. I recommend you watch it before you see this video because it's a very good series. So with that out of the way, let's continue with the video. So in Umbrella Academy Season 2, 5, all of the Umbrella Academy go back to fix Vanya. But it ends disastrously, and 5 appears again in the underworld, but it's Doomsday. But in the comics, Hazel and Cha-Cha are the main reasons why Doomsday happens. In Dallas, Umbrella Academy Dallas the comic, it shows Sir Reginald Hargreaves talking with Kenny. Kenny gives him nuclear bombs for helping him defeat Lincoln's statue. And then when Klaus tries to connect with Deadpool, he finds out something, and then Cha-Cha and Hazel find out about the nukes. They decide to use the nukes to end with the war to kill 5. But doing that, 5 goes back to the commission with the LJ Fishbowl. And then the second topic I want to talk about is 5 versus the older 5. I thought it was a good fight, but in the comics it's a little bit different. The attempts interrupt the fight and decide to kill 5. 5 wins, older 5 wins with Luther fighting with the other 5, choking him, and then 5 goes back to how things supposed to be. They try to save Kenny, but in the season, it doesn't go that way. The one who's supposed to kill JFK, Kennedy, was Sir Reginald Hargreaves, but in the comics it's supposed to be number 3, Allison, the rumor. She was supposed to kill JFK. And let's talk about the fishball head, AJ. In the series is called AJ. I think he deserved a better deserve than that because he could have been a great villain, and like in the comics he looked like a great villain. He knew the commission very well. It was actually perfect. I prefer him as the main villain than the handler. The handler I did not accept it. I thought he was going to make a good villain. He was supposed to be the main villain, but he didn't deserve that. How he was in the series, he deserved better. And then to my other, the handler and his daughter. The handler went back. I don't remember the exact date. She went back in time to kill parents of a special daughter that has powers. He puts 5 to kill the parents, and she can get the daughter. But I think the daughter in the comics, in the series, is actually in the comics called Jennifer. She's appeared in the Hotel Oblivion. I think she has superpowers. That's why they reference to her. And then to my other topic is Luther's dream in the comics. In Dallas, in the comic book Dallas, when Hazel electrocutes Luther, he goes into a coma, I think, or he dreams something. And that's where Allison and they appear, like in the old house. That's where they reference in the series. Like in the old house, Luther, everything. but there's no kids. That's the only thing they don't mention. And besides that, Luther was supposed to be the one who has the beard, not Daryl with the long hair. He was the one stuck in the jungle, not Luther. That's the thing I wanted to make clear also. That and then when in season one Klaus goes to war, but it's supposed to be Diego that goes to war. And well, it's a very emotional thing with Klaus and that, but in the comics it's a little bit more different. I know Gerard Way was trying to make things different and expand more the story. He did a good job with the series. I'm not saying it's terrible, it's very good, but he should stick some things with the comics because it doesn't even make sense some things. And then in the comic book Dallas, again Dallas, when when they were sent to kill JFK, they were already born in the comics. They were already born. They were already done by Academy, but the kid versions. So I don't understand why in the series they're not born yet. So Sir Reginald Hargreaves doesn't know about them because he already had them in the comics. He already had them. That's the thing that makes me weird. That's the thing. It's very weird. Very very weird. And then in the new season 2, when Diego goes to the commission because they offer him a job, when they go walking down the stairs, you can see someone with Chacha's mask. I think it's an Easter egg or it's something saying that there's like a new person, a new Chacha with the mask or anything. That's my opinion. And I actually feel bad that actually Hazel died that weird way. Sacrificed himself. I thought he actually deserved it better. And then let's talk about the Spiral Academy. The Spiral Academy. I think the Spiral Academy is actually evil. Works for the robot face. I don't know what's his name. Can't remember his name. But I think it's him. The cube when the shadowy figures appear, the kids behind the shadow, you can see a green cube. I think that's reference to him. That's reference to him, and he's under the and Sir Richard Hargreaves is under the mind control of him and making the Spiral Academy evil. That's in my opinion. Or they go the Umbrella Academy goes to a different dimension. But in the comics, Mom puts in a team together, and in the series it says that Sir Richard Garris puts another team together. That's the way this thing. One of my good friends made a theory. It was her theory. It was a very good theory that maybe because he actually met the Umbrella Academy fell in the past. In the past, maybe maybe he decided to make another better academy because he saw the Umbrella Academy fail, so he decided to adopt not them but other children with extraordinary powers. Because he knew he couldn't defeat, like in the comics also, Mom made made a team because she knew that the dozens of criminals that escaped could defeat the Umbrella Academy, and they couldn't defeat them. And also when the commission goes to war in season 2, when supposed to be go to war, they will reference all of the Terminator, the like case on Charge on 5, the they were attempting to do like the villains, all of the villains back in one place. They're trying to make the two comics in one season, but it didn't work that much for me. And I think it was a little bit disappointed. A little bit disappointed that like they couldn't put like main villains costumes and everything in the Umbrella Academy season. That's the thing that was most sad about. Very sad about that. But are we gonna see the my real question for Driveway? Are we gonna see more teams? And they're also gonna be called number one, number two, number three. That's the my question. And if we're gonna see all of the criminals or anything, or the elevator, teleporter, the Hotel Vivian, all of that in the new season. Because I think the comics should be more like a little bit like the season. Well, the season should be more like based on the comics because they doesn't make any sense in the real one. In the real real season, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't line up and everything. And yeah, but we actually there's a lot of theories about this. Biochem, it could be Mom's team, a new team, evil, anything. It's just a theory. What could come in season 3. We don't know yet, but I'm hoping it's good. It's not like season 2. I think I want them to stick to the comics, make a little bit more sense and everything. But I really like season 2. You should go watch it. And that's all for this video, and I hope you liked it, and farewell.